Little 0-3, dog.
I did. Thank you very much. Way to go, Stu. Way to go. I've been terrible. Looks like you're going to be getting, after all, looks like you're going to get Gary Cohen on after all. So good for you.
Gary Cohen.
I'm going to give you Eddie Coleman's number.
Either
I've
him
been
or
wanting
Eddie
Gary
Coleman.
my entire life, dog.
Yeah, Gary Myers, Gary Cohen, or Eddie Coleman.
So you had Calipari on the other day, didn't you?
That's true. I did.
Yes.
I did.
Yes.
But he wanted to promote something, and that's why he was on. How you doing? Things good?
Yeah, everything's good. How about you?
Okay, not bad. I had my over-unders in football are terrible. They have to win 6-0 in baseball.
Right.
I did have the Tampa-Seattle over. I did have the Jet-Dallas over. I got lucky.
Yeah.
I tell you one that really bothered me.
What's that?
I had the over of UCF in Kansas.
Oh.
UCF, and it was 54. All I
Right.
needed was the touchdown. They must have had 20 plays inside the 1 yard line in the last fourth quarter of that game.
Right, and they couldn't convert one.
It drove me nuts.
You were a yard away. I mean, Jesus Christ.
And here's a weird bet that I did. You'll find this odd. I was dying to do something.
Yeah.
I bet the over runs Yankees-Toronto game 1.
Right.
It was 1-0. They got it late.
Yes.
Got it late.
Right.
With the Nebraska-Michigan State over.
What?
That's a weird one.
Why?
Fat Rob, it was raining in Rapid City, so Fat Rob was there. He had nothing to do all day,
Right.
late in the afternoon.
Yes. Wait, so Fat Rob is the guy who calls in the bets for Christopher
Right,
Mad
all
Dog. So
goes in.
was Fat
Yeah.
Rob confused when you called this one in? Like, what are you doing?
It was his idea, the idiot. It was his
What do you
idea.
mean? Put it on the poll. Do you need a Fat Rob in your life, Taylor?
Everybody needs one. It's important to have a big guy like him in there.
All
right, go ahead. By the way,
Stugotz.
All right, Mad Dog Unleashed, 3 to 6 p.m. Eastern. Check it out, channel 82, Sirius XM, Mad Dog Sports Radio. He is the greatest. He's coming off an 0-3. I'm 2-1. Our head-to-head battle. I am going to get someone from Dog's contact list on this show at the end of this football
Steve
season.
Gelb's SNY pregame show.
I don't want Gelby.
You're not going to, if you think somehow Clinton, like if you, Joe DiMaggio was on that list, think again, you got no chance. But go ahead, fire away at me.
Well, do you have a Clinton on the list, do you? I mean.
No, I've been terrible with these picks. I mean, you've been very well. So you're 9. So you've been great. You've done a hell of a job. Who'd you have this week?
I had the Bengals this week.
Well, you had the Lions.
I had the Bengals against the Lions. That was in jeopardy at different times of that game. I'm trying to think of the loser I had last night was the Patriots. That was the.
You had Buffalo winning the game.
Yeah, I took Buffalo. I thought Buffalo would try to remind New England that, hey, you think you're good, but you're not that good. You're not close to us. Yeah. And they're close to Buffalo, doggy. They're better.
And I'll tell you something else that I did this weekend, not to mention the fact that I was a disaster in my knockout pool.
Yeah.
I took Arizona.
Oh, God. He dropped the ball at the 1.
I couldn't take the Colts because I have the Raiders as an over-under, so I didn't want to bet it. I didn't want to root against them.
Right.
And I had taken Buffalo the week after. It wouldn't have made any difference anyway because I took them against the Saints, so I couldn't have taken Buffalo. There was a very hard week for over-unders in the NFL. I know that Arizona is very shaky, so it wasn't like I did it with a lot of confidence, but I had nowhere to go. That's where I went, and they blow a game, amazingly.
Unbelievable. I'm trying to think of the other game that I had here while we're sitting here talking about it. I just can't remember what it was. So, Doggy, do you feel like of these 3 teams, okay, one of the most embarrassing New York sports weekends in recent memory, perhaps all time, but between the New York Jets, the New York Giants, and the New York Yankees, who had the worst weekend of those 3?
Obviously, since the stakes were higher, you're going to say the Yankees.
Sure.
But, I mean, the Jets are terrible.
A disaster. Yeah.
I mean, the Giants' rookie quarterback, Neighbors, is hurt, 5 turnovers. I mean, Dable might be gone. Who knows? But, that shock young quarterback doesn't have his best receiver. The Jets were non-competitive. But they got blown out at home by Dallas, who has been giving up 1 million points. The place was overrun with Cowboy fans. Glenn is 0-5. I don't want to hear a word about, new culture and all that nonsense. They commit more penalties than anybody known to man. Field stinks. They can't score. They fumble the ball left and right. I mean, that is a horrendous performance. The Yankees had 2 bad games. But remember, we're not that far removed from the Yankees winning that 3rd game against the Red Sox with Cam Schick, the kid pitcher.
Yep.
Yeah, Holy whatever his name. Holy
Schlitzler. Yes.
Schlitzler.
I told you to call him Schlitty. I mean.
Schlitty. So from that listen, would you be shocked if the Yankees win 2 games at home? I would not be shocked. Toronto's not that good.
Right. Taylor, would you be shocked as a Yankee fan here? Would you be shocked? Both of you guys, Taylor, Mikey A, would you be shocked if the Yankees win 2 at home?
I wouldn't be shocked if the Yankees get the series back to Toronto, but I would be shocked if the Yankees ultimately win the series.
I think that's fair. I don't know about, game 5, anything can happen. You'd have to like Toronto, but I would not be. But as you said, the Yankees could easily win a couple of games at home. Toronto's not that good. So from that standpoint, based on all what I just said, Yankee series isn't over yet. We're not that far removed from beating the Red Sox, winning 2 elimination games. I'll say Stugotz, the Jets, who are mind-bogglingly bad. I mean, They're not entertaining. There's nothing going on, and they're not getting any better. It's the same old garbage week after week. Right. At least for the Giants, you got Dart. You can see some things. Maybe the Jets are terrible, so they would be the worst.
Right. Giants, you have some hope in Jackson Dart. And the Yankees, at least they're playing in the postseason. Right. Exactly.
Correct.
And the Jets, just nothing.
Dog, you mentioned how bad the Jets' offense is. I'd argue it's the best unit they have right now, considering how terrible the defense and the special teams are. Taylor asked me not 10 minutes ago, does Aaron Glenn survive the season? And a week ago, I would have told you yes. But dog, they're not just losing; they're being embarrassed week in and week out.
Yeah. The fact that Glenn's best buddy is Parcells, the fact that Glenn is an ex-Jet, and the fact that Glenn left Detroit. Now, one thing about him being a coordinator of the Lions, what a big loss that would have been for Detroit. That is being proved that it's not a big loss for the Lions, who might be the best team in football right now. So maybe I could have run that defense, but I would be shocked if Woody Johnson made any move for Aaron Glenn. And he's going to give him a couple years. The Jets have hired these coaches left and right.
Yep.
He respects Glenn because he was a very good defensive back for the Jets. He's got a good track record. They could go 0-17, which they're not going to do. They won a couple of games. I would think that Glenn is safe. Now, again, if he's if they're 0-11 next year, then we can have another conversation. He's going to get a full year and then some to see what he can do. I'd be shocked if otherwise.
Dog, it was a hot day on Sunday in MetLife Stadium, the turf. The Jets wear the all-black uniforms. They let the Cowboys wear the all-white uniforms. Can the Jets put some thought into their uniforms? Maybe don't wear the all-black on the turf when on a nice hot day?
No. Yeah, I don't know I didn't think about that, but you're right. I didn't understand the Buffalo Bills uniform last night either.
Right.
I mean, it looked like the Raiders.
No, I said the same thing. I said when I have Doggy, I said the same thing. Buffalo at home. I need the traditional blue, the blue jerseys. I need the traditional Buffalo Bills uniform. That's what I need.
Put the old Bill helmet on if you wanted to be somewhat different. I mean, that to me made no sense. But you're right. Good point. I did not realize that it was hot yesterday in New York, and they did wear the dark uniforms. And the Cowboys, who historically have never liked to wear their blue uniforms, they should have worn their blue uniforms. I hadn't even thought of that. Not that it would have made any difference, but that is something you can consider. And Justin Fields stinks. Let's call it like we see. He stinks.
Yeah, he stinks. He stinks. Dog, Mark Sanchez over the weekend. Is this fair to say? He got into an altercation. He was arrested. He was stabbed by a 69-year-old man. Is this the second most embarrassing thing on Mark Sanchez's resume?
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, though, first off, this has got some serious consequences. They have to let him go. He cannot work anymore. Right. He got the felony charge put on him today. It sounds like this is a 60-year-old man. It sounds like that he charged the guy putting that truck in, and the guy had to use the pepper spray to defend himself. He was drunk as a skunk. It sounds like Mark Sanchez just went off the deep end, and he is not going to survive this. That's all there is to it. The butt fumble is something that, we can joke about it because it's about the Jets. This is real life stuff. I mean, it sounds like he went nuts. Yeah. Alcohol infused again. What else is new? Anything that happens past midnight is never good. This is at 12:30, 12:45 in the morning. And Fox, which is usually pretty lenient with giving guys second chances, which is I'm okay with.
Yep.
They can't allow they're not the NFL is going to tell them get them off the air. I mean,
right.
The NFL is Goodell is going to tell them we're not standing for this. Mm-hmm. These are our games. You're going to decide. We're going to tell you who to put on. So maybe it's Brady Quinn long term, but it won't be Sanchez if this is all proven to be alleged. If this is proven to be correct, and they did add a felony charge about 2 hours ago.
Yes, they did. Doggy, did the Patriots announce themselves last night?
Yeah, I think they probably did. I'll tell you, the quarterback did. Yeah, that quarterback is good.
He's good.
He scrambles right, throws the ball well. He's got some good moxie. You saw a little of that last year. I remember that Tennessee game when he scored late in the game to win it, to force an overtime. Not to win it, to force the overtime. Diggs played really well last night, but Diggs, to me, he's hard to root for. But he had a great game last night. Vrabel's a professional coach. They play the Saints this week, who are coming off a win. So you got to figure that the Patriots got a good chance to go 4-2. They get 2 games against the Jets. Maybe they win both. That's 6 right there. So, and they get Miami again, who stinks. So, that's a bad division, and they might be a pretty good team. So, that is a that was a huge win for them to walk into Buffalo and beat the Bills, who have owned this division for a long period of time. That's a hell of a job by the Pats. Good performance, second half.
No question. John Harbaugh, his job has to be in jeopardy at this point, does it not, Dougie? I mean, there are teams, they're 1-4 right now. I know Lamar missed yesterday, but the Carolina Panthers, for crying out loud, have a better record than the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, I mean, he's had a boatload of success. I know he survived a few years ago when it came off a bad year. A lot of people wondered. I would think that I don't think Harbaugh's got a job for life, but I would think Harbaugh is going to be okay. It sounds like they got 1 million injuries. Right. That's a horrendous performance. Don't get me wrong. To let Houston score 44 points, that's absurd. Only 7% of the teams in the NFL have made the playoffs when they're 1-4, which is interesting. So they got their work, but that division isn't great. Cincinnati's down. Cleveland's terrible. Nobody quite believes in Pittsburgh yet. So, I mean, I wouldn't rule him out making a second, making a run here. And I would not think he's in trouble, John. I would not think he's in trouble.
All right.
Doug, I want to take this back to baseball for a second. Is Aaron Judge batting a bad 444?
Yes, absolutely. First off, he had to hit against, he had to hit against the Red Sox. That should not have counted.
Right.
That was an error by Duran.
Yeah.
And he shouldn't have had an RBI in that game either. And, he can get all the little bloop singles he wants. Here's the bottom line about Judge. The one time the Yankees needed him to give him a good at-bat was in the 6th inning on Saturday, and he swung at a 3-2 pitch in the dirt. That out may have been the most significant out in this series before it's all long said and done. So, to me, listen, Judge is great in the regular season, but he has not been, and this is a long extended period now. This is 63 playoff games. He has never been a big postseason player. You have to wonder about Judge.
Taylor, put it on the poll. Is it possible for a guy to be a bad 444 average? I mean, is it possible for a guy to have a bad 444? Is it?
So that strikeout on Saturday night, you can't have that strikeout.
But it's 444. I mean,
still, you know better. You're a Met fan. That was a terrible. Take a walk there. Get the run in. Terrible job.
What he's saying right there, guys, is, Stu, you listened to me for all these years. You know better. Don't go there. Don't go there, Stu.
Well,
you're right,
that.
By the way, you're right. I'm sorry I went there. Yes.
Yeah, listen, he's gotten his hits. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But he hasn't played great defense. He let the ball go around him yesterday for the triple. Didn't really mean anything because they would have scored anyway. And he did a bad job on that ball in the second base on the double there the other night in Game 1 against the Red Sox. So, took forever to get to the ball. I know bad arm, but took forever to get to the ball. So, listen, the fascinating thing about the Yankees, they had such a great hide winning the last 2 against the Red Sox,
right?
And it basically took 48 hours to put them back in the dumpster, which is amazing when you think about it.
Well, I told you they were celebrating that thing like they won the fucking World Series.
Oh, I know. You were upset by that. Yeah, they're too much partying. Yeah. These celebrations are a joke in Major League Baseball.
Thank you. Right.
These teams celebrate after they win a wild card series. It's embarrassing. It really is. It's embarrassing.
And Max Fried is supposed to be our ace. He's supposed to be this stopper. He goes out in Toronto and he lays an absolute egg.
Yeah, he pitched great against the Red Sox, though. He's always been up and down in the postseason, even for Atlanta. Now, he won that Game 6 when they won the World Series, but the start before that in Game 2 against Houston, he was bad. I was out those games. I think he'll pitch a lot better on Friday if the Yankees get there. Here's the tough call for Schneider, the Blue Jay manager. They lose tomorrow night. What do you do for Game 4? Do you pitch your bullpen? Because he doesn't have Bassett. Or do you go Gausman on short rest and then come back with the young kid on full rest on Friday in Game 5?
I go Gausman. What do you think?
I don't know if he's going to do that. That short rest. He pitched Saturday, it'd be 3 days.
Right.
I don't know if he'll do that. But if he doesn't do that and he loses, he does have the two of them that he can work with on Saturday.
Right.
But Friday. But the bottom line is, bloop and a blast, you can lose.
Right.
Gausman on 3 days rest. I mean, I don't know. We'll see how he handles that. Now, if he was down 2-1, he'd pitch him. But he's not. He's going to be up 2-1.
Right.
So we'll see how he handles that. Would be interesting.
Dodgers, Phillies today. Both of us said on Friday we find it hard to pick against the Dodgers. The Dodgers out to a 1-0 series lead. Game 2 tonight in Philly. What are your thoughts there, Doug?
Phillies are plus 110. Would you play him?
I would, yes. I would, yeah.
Why?
Because I feel like the Phillies are, certainly a top 2 or 3 team in baseball. I find it hard. I think the Dodgers will win the series. I don't think the Dodgers are going to win 2 in Philadelphia. So I think Philadelphia will even it up. I don't know, law of averages. I just feel good about Philadelphia today.
Yeah. I think the Dodgers are going to win the series. Snell's very good. I guess you probably would have to take the Phillies. You're probably right.
Yes, yeah.
At home. The one thing about
I wouldn't
the
be
Phillies...
confident, dog. I'll tell you that.
And the Phillies aren't good at home in the postseason.
I know.
Houston won 2 in the World Series. Arizona won those unbelievable games, and somehow I didn't retire. Game 6 and 7 2 years ago. And last year the Mets won. Game 1 in Philadelphia.
Right.
Have not been good, and the Dodgers are playing really well right now. Man. But you're probably right. You probably got to take the Phillies tonight.
I probably would, but here's the thing with the Dodgers, man. They just keep throwing out another ace. Like, it's crazy.
And then Yamamoto in Game 3.
I know.
And then we're going to go pitch to young kid Sasaki there in the 9th inning throwing 100 miles an hour. I mean, think about it for a minute.
They're overwhelming.
I mean, they do have a lot of talent. They do have a lot of talent.
Cubs and Brewers. Cubs need to get a win here. What do you think?
I think Milwaukee's got a little chip on their shoulder because everybody thinks that they... a little bit of a regular season team and not a postseason team. Haven't won a lot of postseason series. I think they like to beat Counsell, the ex-manager who left them. They had a great start the other day. Is Curios, what's the story about him with the hamstring? Anybody know? He came out of the game the other day in the 2nd inning. I didn't think they IL'd him, so I don't know if he's going to play tonight. Probably a game-time decision. I think you probably got to take the Brewers tonight. I think you take the Brewers. Yeah,
I'm looking it up. Do you guys know? Do you guys know what his status is?
Because they came out of the game in the 2nd inning.
Right.
So, and he's a young player. He missed a month with that issue middle of the year. So you'd be a little worried about that.
Yeah, he went through a light workout Sunday before a decision on his availability for today's game would be decided.
Okay, so we don't know yet. We're no game time. It's a good sports night, though. You got a game at 6, you got a game at 9, and you got Jacksonville, Kansas City, one of those rare, decent Monday night games. So
yes,
it's a pretty good sports night tonight.
No, it is. If you're Jacksonville, if you're Trevor Lawrence, and you want to prove to us that you're for real and that you're good, you do it tonight.
Win the game
right?
tonight.
Win it big, right? In Kansas City.
Good point.
Yes.
Well,
right.
win the game. I mean, win big.
Right.
You don't get stopped. What, 45-3, 21-10 is not good?
Like a statement, I mean, I'm tired of hearing about how good Trevor Lawrence is. Make a statement. Go ahead. I mean, feel free.
Yeah, I mean, Chiefs are a 3-point favorite, right?
Yes.
Yeah. You can't bet against bet against Reed and Mahomes in this kind of spot.
Right.
But and remember, Jacksonville's turned all these teams over. They're getting a lot of turnovers. Mahomes won't turn the ball over that much. The over is 45.5, but the Chiefs don't score that many points. It's weird.
Right.
I mean, the Chiefs never score.
Playing Baltimore, right?
Yeah, I mean, they don't score a ton of points. They scored 37 last week. Hey, how about a 2-team parlay?
Oh boy.
Phillies are plus 110, and the over of Jacksonville of 45.5. Now, the reason why that's good,
right,
is if the Phillies are winning in the 6th inning, all you do is root for points.
Right.
At 8:15 because you got a 2-hour lap.
Right.
That's something for you to do.
Yeah.
Go to Deer Park, whatever that dopey course is called. Have a couple of Deer Creek. Have a couple of gummies.
Right.
Make a play in, and come back in your Mercedes. You'll get home at 7:00, and then you can sit there. Well, you come back with a driver if you're doing the gummies.
Yes.
Yeah, and then and I'm sure you have plenty of drivers on call, and you sit there and you watch the games tonight. You got an easy job. You do a little podcast for a couple minutes a day. Get Kirk Herbstreit on, and that's the end of it. That's not that difficult, right?
I'm going to get him on your show when I win this bet.
Other way around. You know what? I want to see this DiCaprio movie. Is anybody seen it?
Well, you still got time, dog. I mean, come on. Anyway, go ahead. What were we saying?
I want to see this DiCaprio movie. Anybody see it yet?
No, what is it? I have no idea. No.
Oh, it's supposed to be really good. One battle after another.
Real? It sounds like something
it's Wes Anderson, right?
I don't know who's the director.
I think it is Wes Anderson, yes.
It got great reviews.
Really?
You're not that familiar with it. Wait, what do you do in your real life? Don't you look at a book, read a paper, do something, Stu? What do you do?
I write books.
Hey, I mean, how do you do? Well, what are you doing? You don't even know. And the Springsteen movie comes out October 24th. Are you aware of that? Are you aware of that?
I am aware of that. How do you feel about the casting of Springsteen? How do you feel about it?
I hear Steals the movie is the guy who plays John Landau, the manager, Jeremy Strong.
Wow, you're excited. That's as excited as you've been for a movie in quite some time, is it
No,
not?
complete unknown.
Right.
The Chalamet movie with Dylan.
It's Paul Thomas Anderson, not Wes Anderson.
Yeah. Did you see Complete Unknown, Stu?
I have not seen a Complete Unknown. No. I mean, what do? I play golf. I do gummies. I talk to you. That's what I do. I mean,
how do you not see it? Have you guys seen Complete Unknown?
I have not, but I'm not. I'm not a movie guy.
Right.
Oh my God! What do you guys do for? What are you doing for crying out loud? Watching Wheel of Fortune? Put the movies on. Learn something.
Can't afford them. Can't afford a movie theater.
I mean, my God! Come on, it's supposed to use to. You make a fortune,
right.
As we all know. Buy him a movie pass for Christmas.
I wouldn't even know where to get a movie pass.
How's the weather been down there?
It's hot. It is hot, but it's not going to prevent me from going to do exactly what you just said I should do, which is I'm going to call Fat Rob, put that bet in, and play some golf, take some gummies, and have the driver bring me home. And it's a BMW, not a Mercedes, by the way.
Funny. You know, we had a Ryder Cup event this week at Shorehaven.
Right.
Alternate shot, best ball on Saturday. You had to qualify, and then singles on Sunday.
Right.
But I didn't play. I qualified. I passed because it started at 11 or 12 o'clock. I didn't want to miss the sports. That's a good sports fan.
Wow. Dedication to the craft, dog.
That's
I like
a good
that.
Sports fan.
I like that.
There you go. Now, as it turns out, I could have played. I wouldn't have missed anything.
Right. Are you complimenting yourself as a sports fan right now? I love it. It's so good.
No, I'm a good sports fan. I'm still a good sports fan. 66 years of age, still. I'm old.
Yeah, you're not that. You're a young 66.
You could still take Mark Sanchez.
Yeah. What do you? How would you do? 59, 60?
I was 59 or 60. I'm 52. I mean.
Oh, you look older than that.
It's a bad 52. It's a bad 52.
Listen, you're a young 66. I'm an old 52.
Still, you look 100 years old.
Thank you, dog.
And you're a lacrosse king.
Yes.
Garbage team
today.
Lousy team, but you got to look better than this. Oh my God! Do you go to a gym once in a while?
Never, Jim.
Do you eat a protein bar once occasionally?
I don't even know what a protein bar is. They make those. I eat a Snickers bar. Is that protein?
I'll see you guys later. Knock them dead.
You are the greatest. By the way, I want to alter the bet. I just want to play golf with you. Okay, if I win, 18 holes, me and you.
Well, we'll add that on.
And if I lose, I'll get you 10 people in my Rolodex. Okay? I'll get that for you anyway because I love you that much. I mean, I'm coming up Friday with Sims, by the way.
Funny. I'll see you later. Both of you. Knock him dead.
All right, doggy. 3 to 6 p.m. Mad Dog Unleashed on Sirius XM Mad Dog Sports Radio. He is the greatest. God, I love Christopher Mad Dog Russo, especially on a Monday for some reason. I don't know why.